Kate underwent abdominal surgery at the beginning of the year. The palace announced that she would be undergoing treatment, that she would spend up to 2 weeks in hospital, and that she would then recover at home and would likely not return to public royal engagements until after Easter. However, even though the palace gave this timeline from the get-go, that didn't stop social media, the internet, whatever you want to call it, from spinning out some incredibly dramatic conspiracy theories, not only about her whereabouts, but also about the procedure that she may have had done. There were some people suggesting that she'd had a facelift. Other people were sharing mocked up images of her after she'd had a BBL, butt lift, if I'm allowed to say that kind of thing. Other people were saying that she was in a coma and that she wasn't going to wake up. There were even some people who were suggesting that she may have died. Now, all of this got so incredibly frenzied online that the palace made the very rare move of actually addressing all of these conspiracy theories. They issued another statement reminding people that they had said from the off that Kate would not be back in public until after Easter, and they assured royal well-wishers, as well as all of these conspiracy theorists, that she was doing fine and she was recovering well. New images that reportedly show Kate driving around near Windsor Castle with her mother, Carol, have emerged on social media today. Now, unsurprisingly, they have sparked yet another wave of conspiracy theories. You've got some people suggesting that it isn't her, that it's a body double, that it's her sister Pippa, and that actually she's still in a medically induced coma at home. Now, having looked at the images myself, I would argue that it looks very much like Kate. They are very grainy photos. We believe that the images were taken shortly after Kate and her mother finished the school run. And honestly, my hope is that these photos do give people the confidence and the reassurance that Kate is doing okay, that she's taking her recovery step by step, and to see her out and about with her mother doing normal things like the school run is a really wonderful thing for us to be able to see, because it indicates that she is taking steps forward in her recovery and that she is, as the palace said, on that right timeline that doctors put in place from the off. I think as anyone who's undergone a very serious surgical procedure will know, the last thing you really want to be doing is parading yourself in front of the cameras, having to smile, wave, and Lord forbid, having to put on a full face of makeup and blow out your hair so that you look, okay in front of all of the photographers. I think that Kate probably wore sunglasses because it was a sunny day. I think the likelihood is that we're seeing her very much in her behind the scenes element. She's not really the Princess of Wales right now. She's a mother and a wife who is recovering from a very serious procedure and just wants to take some private time in order to see that recovery through. Now, let's keep in mind that Kate was photographed outside of hospital mere hours after she gave birth, looking absolutely sensational. She was holding her newborn baby. She had a full blowout in her hair. She had very lovely makeup on. This is not someone who shies away from giving the public those glimpses into her life. So I think we need to remember that the fact that she's kind of taken such a big step back from the public eye indicates that she really does need an ample amount of time before she feels ready to step back into that public-facing persona. I think if the palace, or indeed if Kate herself, wanted to kind of give the public a glimpse as proof that she was doing okay, it would have been done in a much more delicate manner. I think that first and foremost, there would have been no doubt about the legitimacy of the photos. I think we probably would have seen some lovely candid shots of Kate at home with her children. We know that Kate is an amateur photographer herself. She regularly takes photos of her kids for their birthdays and to mark other special occasions. And I think that that's probably the first personal glimpse that we will see of her when she's ready to kind of officially step back in front of the camera. I think these images were likely just a chance glimpse at Kate as she was going about her business. And she really, I think we will start to see more of these as she slowly gets back into her normal day-to-day life. We haven't really seen her doing the school run. We haven't really seen her going to the shops in order to get groceries or anything like that. But the hope is that the more recovered she feels, the healthier and happier she feels, the more we'll start to see her out and about in public, even if it's just for private things like a trip to the local grocery store. So Kate was photographed with her mother, Carol. It was actually Carol who was behind the wheel of the car. It's thought that the two of them were returning from the school run, having dropped off Kate and William's children at the local school. Carol has been by her daughter's side through much of this. She really has been a wonderful source of support for Kate. She's helped out with childcare. We all know that William is shouldering a vast burden when it comes to all of the royal responsibility because his father is currently undergoing treatment for cancer. So Carol has really stepped up to ensure that not only can her daughter recover fully, get the rest and relaxation that she needs, but also so that William is able to go about his royal duties without feeling as though his children won't have someone they know and love to look after them.